7.1 Simon.
When I was about 30, I got a job as an editor in a publishing company. It was my first office job, and I didn't really know what to wear. But for the interview, I wore a suit. In fact, I bought the suit specially for the interview. I got the job, so I thought that must be okay. So, on the first day, I went to work wearing a suit and tie. I got to work early. I wanted to make a good impression, and I was the first person in the office. So I went in, I found my desk with my name on it, and I sat down. And there were a few papers and documents for me to read, so I started reading those. I turned on my computer, and after about 10-15 minutes, the other people in the office started to arrive. And I noticed that nobody else was wearing a suit. And I thought, okay, it's not a big problem. So I introduced myself to the other people. I said, "Hello, how are you? Hello, pleased to meet you." And the next thing someone said to me was, "My computer's really slow. Do you think you know what the problem is?" And I said, No, not really." So then I introduced myself to somebody else and said, "Hello, nice to meet you." And she replied, "Hello, nice to meet you." And then she said, "Do you know how I can connect my computer to the printer?" And I said, "No, I have no idea how to do that." Anyway, I went back to work, and about half an hour later I had a meeting with my boss. And she said, "How's it going?" And I said, "Yeah, it's all good." "Well, everybody seems really nice. Just one thing. Why does everybody think I can fix their computer?" And she looked at me and what I was wearing, and she said, "It's your suit. Nobody in this office ever wears a suit. So they think you're from the IT department and you've come to help with a computer problem. They're the only ones who wear suits." So, I never wore it again, to this day.
Claire.
It was my first day at work as a teacher at a language school, and they asked me to come the first week of term to observe some teachers, to watch their lessons, and then I was going to start teaching the following week. But when I arrived there, they told me that one of the teachers was ill, and they asked me to take the class, and it was 3-year-old kids. So I was in a class with about 10 3-year-olds who were running around. My boss gave me a storybook to read to them, but the kids couldn't speak any English. I'd never never been trained to teach children that small. I tried to read the book to 2 of them, but the others were running around, shouting and hitting each other. And at the worst possible moment, just when all of them were being really noisy and not doing anything I was telling them to, my boss, the director of the school, opened the door and just looked at me. I felt terrible, but then she said, "These children are too young for you, aren't they?" And I said yes. I was nearly crying. Luckily, after that, she never gave me any classes with really young children, but it was the most stressful class I've ever tried to teach.
7.2 Verb forms. 1. Verbs plus infinitive. 1.
We've decided to go to France for our holiday.
2.
Don't forget to turn off all the lights.
3.
We hope to see you again soon.
4.
I'm learning to drive. My test is next month.
5,
I need to go to the supermarket. We don't have any milk.
6,
He offered to help me with my case.
7,
They're planning to get married soon.
8,
He pretended to be ill, but he wasn't really.
9,
He's promised to pay me back when he gets a job.
10,
Remember to bring your dictionaries to class tomorrow.
11,
It was very cloudy and it started to rain.
12,
I'm trying to find a job, but it's very hard.
13,
I want to catch the 6 o'clock train.
14,
I'd like to buy a new car next month.
7.3 1,
You need to be on time.
Try not to talk too much.
2,
It'll be nice to meet new people.
It's important not to be late.
3,
I don't know where to go or what to do.
4,
Why did you wear a suit?
To make a good impression. I wore a suit to make a good impression.
7.4
I want to come.
It's difficult to say.
Try not to be late.
7.5 1,
Have you ever tried to learn something new and failed?
2,
How important is it to know how to drive?
3,
How long do you usually spend deciding what to wear in the morning?
4,
Have you ever forgotten to turn off your phone during a class or concert?
5,
Where are you hoping to go for your next holiday?
6,
Are you planning to go anywhere next weekend?
7,
Would you like to work or study in another country?
8,
Have you ever pretended to be ill when you weren't?
9,
Do you think it's important to learn to cook at school?
10,
Do you think it's possible to stay friends with an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend?
7.6 2, Verbs plus gerund. 1,
I enjoy reading in bed.
2,
Have you finished tidying your room?
3,
I want to go on working until I'm 70.
4,
I hate being late when I'm meeting someone.
5,
I like having breakfast in a cafe.
6,
I love waking up early on a sunny morning.
7,
I don't mind doing the ironing. It's quite relaxing.
8,
She spends hours talking on the phone.
9,
It started raining at 5:30 in the morning.
10,
Please stop making such a noise. I can't think.
11,
I don't feel like cooking today. Let's go out for lunch.
7.7 1,
Eating outside in the summer makes me feel good.
Happiness is getting up late and not going to work.
2,
I love having breakfast in bed.
I hate not getting to the airport early.
3,
I'm thinking of buying a new car.
Jim left without saying goodbye.
7.8.
The capital city of Estonia, Tallinn, is one of the most beautiful cities on the Baltic coast. It's one of the world's smart cities, which means that technology plays an important role in people's lives and in business. But some people in Tallinn are using the internet for something very unusual. It's called the Bank of Happiness, but it's a very different kind of bank. Nobody pays money into the bank, and the bank doesn't lend money to anybody. Instead, the Bank of Happiness is a forum where thousands of people from Estonia, and other countries too, connect with each other, and they offer or receive services completely free of charge. Here's how it works. You register, and then you post what you're offering or what you need. It's really easy. For example, people offer to do the shopping for somebody, or walk their dog. Other people post things like, I need someone who can fix my car, or can anybody translate an email into French for me? But the most important thing is that nobody pays any money. Everything is free. The bank was started over 5 years ago by a 39-year-old Estonian woman called Airi Kivi. She's a psychologist and a family therapist, and her goal was to make people think and act with their hearts.
I thought, we need something like this Bank of Happiness, where people can meet each other and help each other, do something cool. The Estonian economy was also having problems at the time. A little bit later, I thought, wow, the Bank of Happiness is perfect for this economic crisis. A lot of people are unemployed and they can use our bank. In the Bank of Happiness, people don't need to pay each other back. For example, a teenager will do the shopping for his old neighbor, and maybe the neighbor can't do anything for him in return, but then perhaps the neighbor will post a comment on the site and tell people about what the teenager did. And then another person who sees this will probably do something to help the teenager. The principle of the bank is that it's not money and things that make people happy. What really makes them happy is doing things for other people.
7.9.
Singer. Shopping. Nothing. Boring. Ironing. Going. Doing.
7.10. 1.
Bang. Bank.
2.
Thing. Think.
3.
Sing. Sink.
4.
Ping. Pink.
7.11. 1.
The news about the bank really surprised me.
2.
One thing I hate about supermarkets is queuing.
3.
Please, could you put the dirty dishes in the sink?
4.
I think you have a message. I just heard your phone ping.
7.12.
There were 4 tests for me to complete in Madrid. I had to order a drink and a sandwich in a bar, ask the price and understand it, then I had to ask for directions in the street and follow them, then get a taxi to a famous place, and finally phone somebody and leave a message on their voicemail. There were just 3 rules. You mustn't use a dictionary or phrasebook app, you must only speak Spanish, and you mustn't use your hands or mime or write anything down.
7.13.
I have to speak English at work.
She has to get up at 7 every day.
We don't have to wear a uniform at this school.
He doesn't have to work on Saturdays.
Do I have to buy a grammar book?
What time does she have to get up in the morning?
7.14.
You must do your homework tonight.
She must tidy her room before she goes out.
You mustn't leave your bags here.
I mustn't forget to call her tonight.
Must I go to bed now?
When must we decide about the party?
7.15.
I arrived at Madrid airport where I met Paula. Hola, soy Max.
Encantada. Soy Paula.
Paula took me to my hotel, and that evening we went to the centre of Madrid, and it was time for my first test. I had to order a sandwich and a drink in a bar, then ask for the bill. I sat down at the bar, and I tried to order a beer and a ham sandwich. Por favor, una cerveza y un bocadillo de jamón.
Enseguida!
Fantastic! The waiter understood me first time. My pronunciation wasn't perfect, but I got my beer and my sandwich. I really enjoyed it. But then the more difficult bit, asking for the bill. ¿Cuánto es?
6.90.
¿Cómo?
6.90.
6.90. I understood. Paula gave me 8 points for the test. I was very happy with that. Next, we went out into the street. Test number 2 was asking for directions and, very important, understanding them. We were in a narrow street, and I had to stop someone and ask them for the nearest chemist, una farmacia. I stopped a woman. At first, I didn't understand anything she said.
Siga todo recto y tome la segunda por la derecha. Hay una farmacia en esa calle.
I asked the woman to speak more slowly.
Todo recto y tome la segunda calle por la derecha. Derecha!
I got it this time, I think. The second street on the right. I followed the directions and guess what? There was a chemist there. 7 points from Paula. Test number 3. I wasn't looking forward to this one. I had to get a taxi to a famous place in Madrid. Paula wrote down the name of the place on a piece of paper. It was the name of the football stadium where Real Madrid play. We stopped a taxi. El Bernabéu, por favor.
¿Qué? ¿Dónde?
He didn't understand me. I tried again, but he still didn't understand. I was desperate, so I said, Real Madrid Stadium football.
Ah, el Santiago Bernabéu.
Finally. Paula only gave me 5 because I ended up using English. Still, at least I made the taxi driver understand where I wanted to go. And so, to the final test. I had to leave a message in Spanish on somebody's voicemail. I had to give my name, spell it, and ask the person to call me back. Paula gave me the number. It was one of her friends called Lola, and I dialed. I was feeling a bit nervous at this point, because speaking on the phone in a foreign language is never easy.
Deje su mensaje después de la señal.
Buenas noches. Soy Max. Max. M-A-X. Por favor, llámame esta noche. Oh, yes. A las 8:30. Gracias. Well, my grammar wasn't right, but I left the message. Half an hour later, at 8:30, Lola phoned me. Success! Paula gave me 8 points. That was the end of my 4 tests. Paula was pleased with me. My final score was 7. I was quite happy with that. So, how much can you learn in a month? Well, of course you can't learn Spanish in a month, but you can learn enough to survive if you're on holiday or on a trip. Now I want to go back to England and try and learn some more. Adios!
7.16 Languages 1.
Do you think you're good at learning languages?
2.
Is there anything about learning English that you're bad at?
3.
Do you think listening to pop music is good for your English?
4.
Are you afraid of going to places where you don't speak the language?
5.
What English-speaking countries are you most interested in?
Tourism 6.
Which towns or cities in your country are full of tourists in the summer?
7.
What tourist attractions is your country famous for?
8.
Are people in your country usually nice to tourists?
9.
Do you get angry with tourists who don't try to speak your language?
10.
Are people in the capital city very different from people in the rest of the country?
7.17 1.
Do you think you're good at learning languages?
2.
Is there anything about learning English that you're bad at?
3.
Do you think listening to pop music is good for your English?
7.
What tourist attractions is your country famous for?
7.18
Are you okay?
Me? Never better.
It's beautiful here, isn't it? I think this is my favorite place in New York.
Yeah, it's great.
So, how's it all going? Are you happy you came?
To Central Park? At 7:15 in the morning?
To New York, Rob.
Yeah, of course I'm happy. It's fantastic.
Really? You aren't just saying that?
No, I mean it.
You need to get in shape, Rob.
I know. I'm a bit tired of eating out all the time. It isn't good for my figure.
It's the restaurants you go to. Why don't you come over to my place after work? I could make you something a little healthier.
I'd really like that. Thanks.
So, how do you feel now? Are you ready to go again?
Oh, yes. I'm ready for anything.
Are you sure you're okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. We'll only go around 2 more times.
2? Excellent.
$7.19 What's the matter? 2.
I have a headache.
4.
I have a cough.
1.
I have flu.
5.
I have a temperature.
6.
I have a bad stomach.
3.
I have a cold.
7.20
Good morning. Can I help you?
I'm not feeling very well. I think I have flu.
What are your symptoms?
I have a headache and a cough.
Do you have a temperature?
No, I don't think so.
Are you allergic to any drugs?
I'm allergic to penicillin.
No problem. This is ibuprofen. It'll make you feel better.
How many do I have to take?
2 every 4 hours.
Sorry, how often?
2 every 4 hours. If you don't feel better in 48 hours, you should see a doctor.
Okay, thanks. How much is that?
That's $6.99, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
$7.21.
Good morning. Can I help you?
I'm not feeling very well. I think I have flu.
What are your symptoms?
I have a headache and a cough.
Do you have a temperature?
No, I don't think so.
Are you allergic to any drugs?
I'm allergic to penicillin.
No problem. This is ibuprofen. It'll make you feel better.
How many do I have to take?
2 every 4 hours.
Sorry, how often?
2 every 4 hours. If you don't feel better in 48 hours, you should see a doctor.
Okay, thanks. How much is that?
That's $6.99, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
7.22.
That was a lovely meal. Thanks, Jenny.
That's okay.
It's been great being in New York. You know, your offer to work here came at a very good time for me.
Really?
Yeah. I was looking for something new. Something different. You see, I broke up with my girlfriend a few months before I met you.
Oh, right.
What about you?
What about me?
You know, relationships.
Oh, I've been too busy recently to think about relationships. Getting this job at the magazine was a really big thing for me. I guess that's taken up all my time and energy.
But that isn't very good for you. Only thinking about work, I mean.
Why didn't you tell me you weren't feeling well this morning? We didn't have to go for a run.
I wanted to go. It was nice.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Would you like another coffee?
No, thanks. I think I should get back to the hotel now. I've got a really busy day tomorrow. Do you have a telephone number for a taxi?
Yeah, but it's much easier to get a cab on the street.
Oh, okay then.
I'll see you in the morning, if you're feeling okay.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine. Thanks again for a great evening.
Anytime.
Good night.
Night, Rob.
$7.23.
I've got a busy day tomorrow.
Have you got any children?
Yes, I have. I've got a girl and a boy. No, I haven't. I haven't got children.
7.24.
I've got a brother and 2 sisters.
I haven't got any pets.
She's got a beautiful house.
He hasn't got many friends.
Have they got any children?
No, they haven't.
Has the hotel got a swimming pool?
Yes, it has.
7.25. 1,
That was a lovely meal.
2,
Dad isn't very good for you.
3,
I'm glad you're feeling better.
4,
I think I should get back to the hotel now.
5,
I'm sure I'll be fine.
6.
Thanks again for a great evening.
8.1.
Hi, Tracy. You know the answer to your last question, and it's yes. Oh, you're making your life more difficult. But it's also true that having a long-term relationship with anyone is difficult. And in your case, you can at least see what some of the problems are. I'm sure this man loves you and will support you in all your goals in life, but it's true that he's already done all the things you want to do. It's not his fault, but it means that he'll never get as excited as you about, for example, a wedding or having another child. Oh. And everything you experience together, he'll probably compare to the last time he did it. You should think carefully about what kind of partner you really want. Someone who can support you and show you the way in life, or someone who will discover life with you. You shouldn't make a decision in a hurry. When you're clearer about what you want, then you can decide if you're going to stay with this man or not. Good luck. Oh.
8.2. 1,
You should leave your boyfriend.
She's very stressed. She shouldn't work so hard.
You shouldn't drink coffee in the evening. It'll keep you awake.
2,
I think you should get a new job.
I don't think you should speak to him.
8.3.
Bull. Should. Would. Good. Put.
Boot. Ooh. Choose. Do. Truth. You.
8.4.
Bull. Book. Could. Look. Pull. Push.
Boot. Ooh. Cool. Flu. Food. Lose. Shoes. School.
8.5.
Hello, I'm Annabelle.
And I'm Peter. Hi there, Annabelle and Peter. What's your problem?
We've got a son, Jamie, and he's 25. He's a chef.
But he still lives with us because he says it's too expensive to rent a flat and he doesn't earn enough money.
He gives us some money every month for bills. Not much, but a bit. And you know it's nice to have him at home, but we think he needs to be more independent.
Yes, absolutely.
But last week, he told us that he's planning a 2-week holiday to Mexico with his friends. I mean, it's true that he works full-time and we know he needs a break, but we really think...
Yes, we don't think he should go on an expensive holiday when he doesn't give us much money. We think he should save his money so that he can get his own place to live. Should we tell him that he can't go to Mexico?
8.6.
You know, to be honest, I think you're being a bit hard on him. I mean, he's only 25. It's good that he has a job, and everybody needs a holiday. My advice is that you should let him go to Mexico. But when he comes back, you should sit down with him and talk to him about starting to pay rent. That way, he'll understand that he needs to start planning for the future and to start thinking about renting a flat. But I know from talking to other parents that there are a lot of young people still living at home in their 20s and 30s, and some of them don't even have jobs. So, in many ways, I think you're lucky.
You see? That's just what I think. I said...
8.7.
Hi there, I'm Nick.
Hi, Nick. So, what's your problem?
Well, I've been with my girlfriend for 3 years. We have a really great relationship, although we're quite different. She's clever and popular, and I'm, quiet and hard-working. Anyway, now she wants to move to London because she thinks she can get a better job there. And she wants me to go to London too. You know, London's much more exciting than Bolton, where we live now. But I have a good job in Bolton and I get a good salary. I mean, the idea of moving and having a new life is like a dream, but for me, that's what it is. I mean, it's a dream. It isn't real. What should I do? Should I follow my heart and move to London with her? Or should I stay here, where I know I have a good job, but possibly lose my girlfriend?
8.8.
I think you should sit down together and talk about your dreams for the future and see if they are the same dreams. If they are, and you can see a future together, then the first thing is for her to look for a job in London. If she finds one, then maybe she can move there first, and you can go at weekends and see how you feel about life there.
Thanks a lot for that. I think that's really good advice. I'll go and let her know now.
8.9.
Hello, my name's Jane.
Hi, Jane. So, why are you calling?
Well, a month ago, my friend Susan and I decided to go on holiday together this summer to Turkey. So we planned everything, and I was really looking forward to it, as Susan's an old friend, and I don't see her very often. But the other day, she told me that she was telling another friend of hers about our holiday, somebody I don't know, a woman called Angie, and Angie was really interested. And now Susan has invited her to come too. Susan never asked me what I thought. I don't even know Angie, and I really don't want to go on holiday with someone I don't know. What should I do?
8.10.
I think your friend has been a bit insensitive, and she's put you in a difficult position. You have several different options. You could say that you aren't going if Angie goes, but then you'll put Susan in a difficult position. Or you could just cancel and suggest having another holiday later with just the two of you. Or you could invite someone else who you like, and then there would be 4 of you, which is sometimes a better number than 3. But in fact, you don't know Angie, and maybe you'll like her. So I think you should try to get to know her first. If you like her, then the holiday will probably be a success. If not, then you should tell your friend you aren't going because you don't think it will work with Angie. You know, a bad holiday is worse than no holiday.
8.11. 7.
Get angry.
3.
Get divorced.
5.
Get fit.
4.
Get lost.
2.
Get married.
1.
Get nervous.
6.
Get ready.
9.
Get better. Get worse.
8.
Get colder.
11.
Get a job.
12.
Get a newspaper.
10.
Get a ticket.
16.
Get into a car.
15.
Get on a bus.
13.
Get on with somebody.
14.
Get up.
17.
Get to work.
19.
Get to school.
18.
Get home.
21.
Get an email.
20.
Get a present.
22.
Get a prize.
8.12. 1.
If we get to the airport early, the flight will be delayed.
If you tell her the truth, she won't believe you.
What will you do if you don't find a job?
2.
If you don't go, she won't be very pleased.
She won't be very pleased if you don't go.
3.
If you miss the last bus, get a taxi.
If you miss the last bus, you can get a taxi.
8.13. 1.
It was the recession, and it was very difficult to get a job.
2.
I applied for lots of different jobs.
3.
We got cut off because the bus went into a tunnel.
4.
I was interested in either a trip to see birds or a trip to see a tiger.
5.
I thought it would be really cool to see a tiger in the wild.
6.
We spent the whole morning looking for the tiger.
8.14. Peter wanted to get a job.
I did maths at university, and normally, after doing maths at university, people get a job in a bank or in IT. But when I finished, it was the recession, and it was very difficult to get a job. I was unemployed for quite a long time. I was looking for jobs, and I applied for lots of different jobs, but they just answered, "Sorry, we don't want you." And I was getting a bit depressed. This went on for about 4 months, and then one day I was on a number 49 bus in London. I can even remember where I was sitting, and my phone rang. I said hello, and a woman said, "Hello, you applied for a job with us a few months ago. Are you still interested?" So I said, "Yes, absolutely. I'm very interested." So then she said, "We'd like you to come for an interview." And then, at that moment, we got cut off because the bus went into a tunnel, and the phone number wasn't on my phone. It just said unknown number, and I couldn't remember what the name of the company was because I'd applied for so many jobs. So I thought, 4 months of nothing, and then when they ring, I get cut off. Luckily, they called back the next day, and in the end, I had an interview, and I got the job.
Sue wanted to see a tiger.
This happened when I was at a conference in Thailand. The conference hotel was amazing. It was in a beautiful national park called Khao Yai, north of Bangkok. We were very busy with talks and meetings most of the time, but we had one free morning, and we could choose from different trips or activities. I was interested in either a trip to see birds or a trip to see a tiger. A tiger, not tigers, because they told us that there was only one tiger in the whole park. Well, I chose the tiger trip because I thought it would be really cool to see a tiger in the wild. But we had to leave really early in the morning because we had to travel quite a long way to the part of the park where the tiger usually was. The bird trip was nearer the hotel. So, we tiger watchers got up at 5 in the morning, but our guide said that we probably wouldn't see the tiger because, there was only one tiger. We finally got there, and we spent the whole morning looking for the tiger, but no luck. But we saw some nice birds, and it was fun. So when we got back to the conference hotel, we felt we'd had a really good morning. But then the other group got back, the ones who went to see the birds, and of course they saw lots of amazing birds, but they also saw the tiger. I suppose that day it wasn't in its usual part of the park, and I thought, isn't that typical? You go on the tiger trip, and you don't see the tiger. But the people on the bird trip see the tiger.
8.15 Confusing verbs. 2.
Wear jewellery. Wear clothes. Carry a bag. Carry a baby.
8.
Win a match. Win a medal. Win a prize. Earn a salary. Earn money.
5.
Know somebody well. Know something. Meet somebody for the first time. Meet at 11 o'clock.
1.
Hope that something good will happen. Hope to do something. Wait for a bus. Wait for a long time.
3.
Watch TV. Watch a match. Look at a photo. Look at a view.
11.
Look happy. Look about 25 years old. Look like your mother. Look like a model.
4.
Miss the bus. Miss a class. Lose a match. Lose your glasses.
9.
Bring your dictionary. Bring something back from holiday. Take an umbrella. Take your children to school.
6.
Look for your glasses. Look for a job. Find your glasses. Find a job.
10.
Say sorry. Say hello. Say something to somebody. Tell a joke. Tell a lie. Tell somebody something.
7.
Lend money to somebody. Borrow money from somebody.
12.
Hear a noise. Hear the doorbell. Listen to music. Listen to the radio.
8.16 1.
What are you going to wear tonight?
Where are you from?
I'm from Warsaw.
2.
I don't know what to do.
There's no milk in the fridge.
3.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Do you want meat or fish?
4.
The maximum weight for hand luggage is 10 kilos.
I'm coming! Wait for me!
5.
Please write soon.
Is it on the left or on the right?
6.
There's only one ticket left.
Brazil won the match 5-1.
7.
I can't see the board.
I love swimming in the sea.
8.
Have you ever read War and Peace?
It was cold, so she wore a coat.
8.17. 1,
I can see the sea from here.
2,
I write with my right hand.
3,
He won one game.
4,
I know there's no hope.
8.18.
Girl by O. Henry, Part 1.
I've found where she lives,
said the detective quietly.
Here is the address.
Hartley took the piece of paper. On it were the words Vivian Arlington, number 341 East 49th Street.
She moved there a week ago,
said the detective.
I can follow her if you want. It will only cost you $7 a day and expenses. No, thank you,
interrupted Hartley.
I only wanted the address. How much is it? 1 day's work,
said the detective.
$10.
Hartley paid the man. Then he left his office and took a tram to Broadway. After walking a short distance, he arrived at the building that he was looking for. He went up the stairs into her apartment and saw her standing by the window. Vivienne was about 21. Her hair was red gold, and her eyes were sea blue. She was wearing a white top and a dark skirt.
Vivian,
said Hartley angrily.
You didn't answer my last letter. It took me a week to find your new address. Why didn't you answer me? You knew I was waiting to see you and hear from you.
$8.19.
Part 2. The girl looked out the window dreamily.
Mr. Hartley?
She said slowly.
I don't know what to say to you. I understand all the advantages of your offer, and sometimes I feel sure that I could be happy with you, but then sometimes I am less sure. I was born a city girl, and I am not sure that I would enjoy living a quiet life in the suburbs.
My dear girl,
said Hartley,
you will have everything that you want. You can come to the city for the theater, for shopping, and to visit your friends as often as you want. You can trust me, can't you?
I can trust you completely,
she said, smiling at him.
I know you are the kindest of men, and that the girl who you get will be very lucky. I heard all about you when I was at the Montgomerys.
Ah,
exclaimed Hartley.
I remember so well the evening I first saw you at the Montgomerys. I will never forget that dinner. Come on, Vivian. Promise me. I want you. Nobody else will ever give you such a happy home.
Vivienne didn't answer. Suddenly, Hartley was suspicious.
Tell me, Vivian, is there...
he asked.
Is there someone else?
You shouldn't ask that, Mr. Hartley,
she said.
But I will tell you, there is one other person, but I haven't promised him anything.
Vivian,
said Hartley masterfully.
You must be mine.
Vivienne looked him in the eye.
Do you think for one moment,
she said calmly,
that I could come to your home while Eloise is there?
.20
Vivian,
said Hartley masterfully.
You must be mine.
Vivian looked him in the eye.
Do you think, for one moment,
she said calmly,
that I could come to your home while Eloise is there?
8.21
Hartley. The Montgomerys. Vivian. Eloise.
8.22
Whose coat is it?
It's my coat. It's mine.
Whose jacket is it?
It's your jacket. It's yours.
Whose phone is it?
It's his phone. It's his.
Whose bag is it?
It's her bag. It's hers.
Whose dog is it?
It's our dog. It's ours.
Whose house is it?
It's their house. It's theirs.
8.23 1
It's my book. It's mine.
2
It's her scarf. It's hers.
3
They're our coats. They're ours.
4
It's his bike. It's his.
5
It's your phone. It's yours.
6
It's their house. It's theirs.
7
They're your sweets. They're yours.
8.24
Part 3
Eloise will go,
said Hartley angrily.
I haven't had one day without problems since I met her. You are right, Vivian. Eloise must go before I can take you home. But she will go. I have decided.
Then,
said Vivian,
my answer is yes. I will be yours.
She looked into his eyes, and Hartley could hardly believe his luck.
Promise me,
he said.
I promise,
repeated Vivian softly. He looked at her happily.
I will come for you tomorrow,
he said.
Tomorrow,
she repeated. Hartley stood up to leave, and she turned back to the window with a smile. An hour and 40 minutes later, Hartley stepped off the train when it stopped in the suburbs. He walked to his house, went inside, and walked up the stairs. A woman ran into his arms, and they kissed. She had dark hair and was wearing a beautiful white blouse and a dark green skirt.
.25
Part 4
My mother is here,
the woman said.
but she's leaving in half an hour. She came to have dinner, but there's nothing to eat.
I have something to tell you,
said Hartley. He whispered something in her ear. His wife screamed. The woman screamed again, But it was a happy scream. The sound of a woman whose husband loved her. Her mother came to see what was happening.
Oh, Mother!
She cried.
What do you think? Vivian is coming to be our cook. She is the cook that was with the Montgomerys. She's going to be ours. And now, dear,
She told her husband.
you must go to the kitchen and tell Eloise to leave. She has been drunk again all day.
Eight point 26. 1.
I'm sorry, but I don't love you.
2.
Give me back all my letters.
3.
I think I have an idea.
4.
Don't make a noise. Everyone is asleep.
5.
I don't feel like doing anything.
6.
This is a very important matter.
8.27. 1.
What's your idea of happiness?
That's a difficult question. My idea of happiness is probably relaxing with friends in my home, listening to nice music with lovely food for everyone.
2.
What foreign languages do you speak?
I speak French.
How well do you speak it?
Quite well, not fluently, but well enough to get around.
3.
If you have a problem, who do you ask for advice? Friends or family?
When I have a problem, I usually ask close friends for advice.
Why?
My parents are a lot older than me, so their advice is really great for certain things, but most of the things I'm going through right now, my friends are pretty good.
4.
What advice would you give someone who can't sleep at night?
If someone couldn't sleep at night, I'd usually advise them to do something like meditation, so some kind of breathing exercise which would calm them down, and also just to be in an environment where they feel comfortable and safe, I guess, rather than in an environment that stresses them out. Maybe kick their phone out of the bedroom or something like that.
5.
Do you think the British are bad at learning languages?
I think we do tend to be rather bad at learning languages.
Why?
I think we can be a bit lazy because everybody else speaks English.
9.1. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9.2. Animals. Insects. 5.
Bee.
3.
Butterfly.
6.
Fly.
1.
Mosquito.
4,
Spider.
2,
Wasp.
farm animals. 8,
Bull.
10,
Chicken.
12,
Cow.
7,
Goat.
13,
Horse.
11,
Pig.
9,
Sheep.
wild animals. 3,
Bat.
19,
Bear.
29,
Bird.
12,
Camel.
13,
Crocodile.
28,
Deer.
25,
Elephant.
4,
Giraffe.
30,
Kangaroo.
9,
Lion.
18,
Monkey.
24,
Mouse.
7,
Rabbit.
33,
Rat.
17,
Snake.
11,
Tiger.
sea animals. 15,
Dolphin.
22,
Jellyfish.
26,
Shark.
6,
Whale.
9.3,
Camel.
Crocodile.
Dolphin.
Elephant.
Giraffe.
Kangaroo.
Lion.
Mosquito.
9.4,
So, David, what are the 5 most dangerous animals in the UK? Can you tell us in reverse order? I mean, starting with the 5th most dangerous.
Yes, of course. At number 5 is a snake, the adder. The adder is the only poisonous snake in the UK. They can be about 1 metre long, and they're quite common in some parts of the UK. They don't normally attack people, except when people step on them by accident. A bite from an adder can be very painful, and occasionally can kill. However, the last death from an adder bite was more than 40 years ago.
Ah. And number 4?
The 4th most dangerous animals in the UK are cows. People think cows are slow and a bit stupid, but in fact, cows kill at least 1 person every year.
Gosh.
However, nearly all attacks happen when people are walking dogs in a field of cows, and they usually happen in spring or early summer when young cows are with their mothers. So that's when you need to be careful.
And 3rd?
In 3rd place are red deer. These are large animals. They can weigh 100 kilograms. You need to be especially careful in the autumn, when the male deer can get very aggressive. They also cause frequent accidents on the road by running out in front of cars. There are about 50,000 car accidents a year which involve deer.
Oh. And in 2nd place?
Dogs. They are responsible for around 200,000 attacks a year in the UK, although most of them aren't serious and very few actually cause death. Certain breeds of dog, like German Shepherds, Rottweilers and Pit Bulls, are more aggressive than others. One reason for this is that they were traditionally hunting dogs or guard dogs. Dog attacks can happen at any time, and some dogs even attack their owners.
And in 1st place?
Wasps
and bees.
Really?
They cause more deaths in the UK than any other type of animal or insect. About 5 people a year die from bee or wasp stings, and it's nearly always because they have an allergic reaction.
Oh.
About 25% of the population in the UK have a bee or wasp allergy, some more serious than others. However, people are usually allergic to either bees or wasps, but not both. Bees and wasps only sting in self-defense, or when they're provoked, but wasps are more aggressive than bees. So if you ever see a wasp nest in your garden, make sure you call a professional to come and destroy it.
Most definitely. Well, thank you, David. That was both fascinating.
9.5. 1.
If a cow attacked me, I'd run away.
If she didn't have a dog, she wouldn't do any exercise.
Would you go for a swim if there were sharks in the sea?
2.
If I had more time, I'd do more exercise.
I'd do more exercise if I had more time.
3.
If we went by car, we could stop at places on the way.
9.6. Julia.
Do you have any phobias?
Yes, I'm very, very scared of spiders.
Oh, and how long have you had this phobia?
I've had it since I was about 12, so for more than 30 years.
Did something happen to start the phobia?
I remember, and it's when I think I started being frightened, I remember a very big spider in the flat that we lived in at the time coming out from under the television and going across the room, and me being absolutely terrified. And that's the first time I remember being scared.
How does it affect your life?
In the past, it was really awful. I mean, I couldn't sit in the same room as a spider, and I always had to keep all the doors and windows shut because I was frightened that spiders might come in. But I had some therapy, and I can now sit in the same room as a spider. Not for long. It still has to be moved, and I can put it in a glass now and take it outside myself, if I have to, if there's nobody else there. So it doesn't affect me as badly as it did before, but I still don't like them.
What kind of therapy did you have? How long did it take?
Probably about 6 weeks. I went to the therapist's office and he used a kind of hypnosis. He made me go back to that first incident with the spider and the TV, and we talked about it again and again until it wasn't so frightening. And then in the last session, he brought in a spider in a jar into the room, and he made me hold the jar. I couldn't put the spider on my hand, but that was a great improvement, because before I couldn't even look at a drawing of a spider in a children's book. And I certainly couldn't look at photos of spiders.
Wow, amazing.
Chloe.
Do you have any phobias?
Yes. I have a phobia of buttons.
Buttons? On clothes?
Yes. I don't like touching them.
Oh, and how long have you had the phobia?
All my life, I think. For as long as I can remember.
Uh-huh. And do you know what happened to start the phobia?
I don't know exactly, but my mum has told me that when I was very little, about 6 or 7 months old, she tried to dress me in a cardigan, a woolen cardigan with buttons that my grandmother had made for me. And apparently I screamed and screamed until she took it off again.
Okay. And how does the phobia affect your life?
It really affects the kind of clothes I can buy. especially in the winter when I need a coat. There aren't many coats that don't have buttons. But it's better than it was. When I was younger, I refused to wear anything that had buttons. So, for example, my mother had to adapt my school uniform so that there were no buttons.
Have you had any therapy?
No. I haven't had any therapy. It seems such a silly thing to be afraid of.
What about if other people are wearing clothes with buttons on? Is that okay?
Well, if the buttons aren't touching me, that's fine. But I don't like hugging people that have buttons on their clothes.
9.7.
Where do you live now?
In Manchester.
How long have you lived there?
I've lived there for 20 years.
Where do you work?
In a primary school.
How long have you worked there?
I've worked there since 2015.
9.8.
Since 1990.
For a long time.
For about 20 years.
For ages.
Since I was a child.
For 6 months.
Since the 4th of May.
For a few weeks.
Since then.
Since I got up this morning.
Since 8:15.
For 5 minutes.
9.9. 1.
I've worked. I've worked here. I've worked here for 10 years.
2.
We've lived. We've lived in London. We've lived in London since 2012.
3.
How long have you known? How long have you known your best friend?
9.10. 1.
How long have you worked here?
2.
They've been married for 20 years.
3.
She hasn't travelled by plane since 2005.
4.
How long has he lived in Italy?
5.
We've known them for a long time.
9.11. Have.
Do you have a pet? What is it? How long have you had it?
Do you have a tablet? What kind? How long have you had it?
Live.
Do you live in a modern flat? How old is it? How long have you lived there?
Do you live near this school? Where exactly? How long have you lived there?
No.
Do you know anybody from another country? Where's he or she from? How long have you known him or her?
B.
Are you a fan of a football team? Which team? How long have you been a fan?
Are you a member of a club or organisation? Which one? How long have you been a member? Are you married? What's your partner's name? How long have you been married?
9.12.
Marry somebody. Get married.
Go to primary school.
Have children.
Go to secondary school.
Go to university.
Separate.
Divorce somebody. Get divorced.
Retire.
9.13.
Horse. Or. Born. Divorced. Fall.
9.14.
More.
Work.
World.
Small.
Walk.
Worse.
Talk.
Ball.
Form.
Bought.
For.
Word.
9.15. 1.
How long was Janet Leigh married to Tony Curtis?
She was married to him for 11 years.
How many books did she write?
She wrote 4 books.
2.
How long has Jamie Lee Curtis been married?
She's been married since 1984.
What kind of books has she written?
She's written children's books.
9.16.
Good evening and welcome to Family, the program where we discuss issues concerning parents and children. Last week we talked about children following their parents into the same job, and whether children of celebrities have an easier life than other children. Today we're going to look at a celebrity's son who did something different, and has been successful without the help of his famous father. Duncan Jones may not be a name you recognize if you're not a serious cinema fan. Duncan Jones is his real name, but when he was very young, he was called Zoe Bowie. His father was the famous singer David Bowie, whose real surname was Jones. Zoe was actually Duncan's middle name. Duncan was born in the UK in 1971. When he was 9, his parents divorced, and Duncan stayed with his father. He continued to visit his mother, David Bowie's first wife Angie, until he was 13. But their relationship wasn't a happy one, and he hasn't seen her since then. When he was a child, Duncan wasn't interested in music. His father tried and tried to get him to learn an instrument, the drums, the saxophone, and the piano, but Duncan just wasn't interested. He was more interested in sport and in films. So, his father bought him a little 8mm video camera, and he used it to make films with his Star Wars toys. After he left school, Duncan went to the London Film School and studied to be a film director. In the early years of his career, Duncan directed TV commercials, for example, for the fashion label French Connection and Heinz Ketchup, and he also worked on video games. In 2006, he made his first film, called Moon, a science fiction drama, which was a great success. He won many awards for the film, including the prize for Best New British Director. Since then, he has made many more successful films, including Source Code, a science fiction thriller starring Jake Gyllenhaal, and Warcraft, based on the game World of Warcraft. Duncan has said that one of the reasons why he went into film directing was that he wanted to be behind the camera, not in front of it. As a child, there were often paparazzi around, which he hated. Even now, as a successful film director, he doesn't like being photographed. Although, as he says, "I've never needed to use my father's name," Duncan was very close to his father all his life and was with him when he died in January 2016. He said of him, "He was a wonderful father who encouraged me to be creative but different."
Nine point 17.
That was a good day's work, Rob. You did a great interview.
You took some great photos too. They're really nice.
Thanks. Hey, let's have another coffee.
I don't know. I have to get to Manhattan.
You don't have to go right now.
I'm not sure. I don't want to be late.
Why do you have to go to Manhattan?
I've got a
A date? You have a date?
Mm-hmm.
Is it with anybody I know?
No, it isn't. Anyway, excuse me a minute. I need to go to the restroom.
That's very American. I'll order more coffees.
Okay.
Rob?
Is that you, Jennifer?
Oh, hi, Holly. Is Rob there?
Yeah. 1 second. Rob? Not anybody I know, huh?
Hi, Jenny.
Rob, are you still in Brooklyn?
Yeah?
You know the reservation at the restaurant's for 8, right?
Don't worry. I'll be there. Oh, how do I get to Greenwich Village on the subway?
Nine point 18. 1,
Turn left.
2,
Go straight on.
3,
Take the second turning on the right.
4,
Turn right at the traffic lights.
5,
Go round the roundabout and take the third exit.
9.19.
How do I get to Greenwich Village on the subway?
Go to the subway station at Prospect Park. Take the B train to West 4th Street.
How many stops is that?
6 or 7.
Okay. And then?
From West 4th Street, take the A train and get off at 14th Street.
Could you say that again?
Okay. From Prospect Park, take the B train to West 4th Street. And then take the A train to 14th Street. That's only one stop.
Where's the restaurant?
Come out of the subway on 8th Avenue, go straight on for about 50 yards and take the first left. That's Greenwich Avenue. The restaurant's on the right. It's called the Tea Set.
Okay, thanks. See you later.
And don't get lost.
Nine point 20.
How do I get to Greenwich Village on the subway?
Go to the subway station at Prospect Park. Take the B train to West 4th Street.
How many stops is that?
6 or 7.
Okay. And then?
From West 4th Street, take the A train and get off at 14th Street.
Could you say that again?
Okay. From Prospect Park, take the B train to West 4th Street. And then take the A train to 14th Street. That's only one stop.
Where's the restaurant?
Come out of the subway on 8th Avenue, go straight on for about 50 yards and take the first left. That's Greenwich Avenue. The restaurant's on the right. It's called the Tea Set.
Okay, thanks. See you later.
And don't get lost.
9.21.
Jenny! I'm here.
Hi.
I'm so sorry. There was a problem on the underground.
We call it the subway here.
Right. Anyway, the train stopped for about 20 minutes. I tried to call, but there was no signal.
I've been here since 7:45.
I know. I ran from the underground, subway station. I'm so sorry.
You're always late. It's funny, isn't it?
I said I'm sorry. Look, why don't we go back inside the restaurant?
I waited for an hour for you. I don't want to stay here anymore.
Maybe we could go for a walk. We could find another restaurant.
I don't feel like a walk. It's been a long day.
Okay.
But the night is still young. Maybe you have time to meet up with Holly again.
Holly?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
I don't care about Holly.
Forget it, Rob. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to go home.
Listen to me, Jenny. Holly is just a colleague.
I said forget it. It's okay.
No, it isn't okay. Look, I know I'm always late. And I know the underground is the subway, but that's not the point. I'm not interested in Holly. I came to New York because of you. The only person I'm interested in is you.
Nine 9.22. 1,
I'm so sorry.
2,
I said I'm sorry.
3,
I don't feel like a walk.
4,
It's been a long day.
5,
I didn't mean to say that.